Artificial intelligence and immortal dictatorship, fantasy or reality if not regulated or controlled soon. Artificial intelligence, AI, will become an immortal dictator and there will be no escape for humans. Is it a fantasy or reality? Immortal dictator, AI fantasy or reality? What is this immortal dictator? A dictator is a political leader, robot, who possesses absolute power. In modern world, the term dictator is generally used to describe a leader who holds and/or abuses an extraordinary amount of personal power. Dictatorships are often characterized by some of the following traits: suspension of elections and civil liberties, proclamation of a state of emergency, rule by decree, repression of political opponents without abiding by the rule of law procedures. These include one-party state, and cult of personality. Dictator is a ruler who behaves in an autocratic way, with total power over a country, typically one who has obtained control by force. Nature of immortal dictator, what an immortal dictator can do. Immortal dictator, AI-based robot, can create havoc in human society. This can lead to suppression, repression and oppression in social life. Repression is the use of force to subdue something or someone. Oppression is a prolonged period of maltreatment. Suppression is the act of suppressing, putting a stop to do something beneficial for humanity. At least when there's an evil dictator, that human is going to die. But for an AI there would be no death. It would live forever, and then you'd have an immortal dictator, from which we could never escape. If AI has a goal and humanity just happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course without even thinking about it. No hard feelings. How far from immortal dictator? The pace of progress in AI is incredibly fast. Unless you have direct exposure to groups like DeepMind, you have no idea how fast it is growing at a pace close to exponential. The way the developments of AI and other technologies are progressing, it looks immortal dictator is not far away. Is immortal dictator is just a fantasy? Yes, but there are many ifs and buts. Some people are always being a critic of AI and asked for stiff regulations to curb the technology. There are many notable personalities who believe AI can destroy humanity. Famous theoretical physicist, Professor Stephen Hawking warned, the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. He said, "I fear that AI may replace humans altogether. If people design computer viruses, someone will design AI that improves and replicates itself. This will be a new form of life that outperforms humans. AI can do good." Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Amit Ray, and Ray Kurzweil are some of the many noted names who believe that AI can actually do more good to the humans than harm. Famous American author, computer scientist and inventor, Ray Kurzweil, is one of many seeing the benefits. He said, "Technology has always been a double-edged sword. Fire kept us warm, cooked our food and burned down our houses," Kurzweil said, using the example, World War II, 50 million people died, and that was certainly exacerbated by the power of technology at that time. Notable Indian AI scientist, inventor and spiritual master, Dr. Amit Ray, loved to focus on the positive and rosy sides of AI. In the book Compassionate Artificial Superintelligence AI 5.0, Dr. Ray expressed, AI is the best tool to transform the society and remove inequalities. On one hand, humanity is on the verge of digital slavery at the hands of AI and biometric technologies. On the other hand, humanity is on the verge of emancipation from pains and sufferings with the help of AI and other technologies. On this exponential growth of AI, timing is everything. It is up to us how we use these powerful tools. One way to prevent the misuse of AI is to develop and-built modules of deep feelings of love and compassion in the learning algorithms. AI can do good. It is up to us. Facebook chief executive Mark Zuckerberg said he is really optimistic about the future of AI. Zuckerberg once replied, "I think people who are naysayers and try to drum up these doomsday scenarios, I don't understand it. It's really negative and in some ways I actually think it is pretty irresponsible. We must devote a lot of thought to these problems before they arise." Finally, the notion of the technological singularity, or machine superintelligence, is something which goes back at least as far as artificial intelligence pioneer Ray Solomon, who, in 1967, warned, although there is no prospect of very intelligent machines in the near future, the dangers posed are very serious and the problems very difficult. It would be well if a large number of intelligent humans devote a lot of thought to these problems before they arise.